can get out. And there's some ways you can make it a little bit faster, but it's all it's up to some RNG. There's just like a cycle on the seam and stuff. So you see Solid Snake and both of them making their way to this room. They're trying to find Ridley. It's right at the end here. Not a problem. This is usually just kind of like the nice warm-up before your run actually begins, before you get into the meat and potatoes. So there's two options you can actually take there. You can either shoot Ridley 100 times or gets a critical HP, and one is definitely faster than the other. So Link Hero of Time with a small lead. Yeah, Steam having a cool. So just like that, just with a little Steam RNG, we got the runners basically even now. Link Hero Time maybe half a second to a second ahead. For those who are unaware, Link Hero of Time's PB is a 104 flat, 1 hour 4 minutes. Solid Snake's sitting at a 1 hour 10 minute PB. Both of them trying to achieve that sub 1 hour PB here. We're gonna see them, play well. Hopefully, work towards it and hit that during this race. It'd be awesome if both of them could make it. There's only gonna be one winner though. If they can both get the sub hour, that'd be sick. So you're gonna be making our way down to the bottom of criteria here. You need to pick up Morph Ball. There's some strats you can do in this area we call Parlor. You want to shoot this door in some ways. Some people like to go to the left side, some people like to go on the right. It's down to preference, really. So you see Solid Snake, he's going for a Moonfall here. Yeah, he's not getting it. So if you don't get the Moonfall, it wastes more time to go back up and try and get it. So you see him just cutting his losses and falling down. So 324 Morph Ball times. It's not bad considering the Parlor. Link Hero Time with about a 10-second lead here. We gotta pick up these missiles. We need them for the first part of the run. There's two packs of missiles we could pick up. This one or the one on the right, but this is the faster one to get. Because obviously this is just one door transit. Nice little mock ball from Link Hero Time. It's actually showing off some tech a little bit early. You don't have to do that mock ball. It's just a small time. Here we go. Now we get to the first real hurdle of the run. Always probably one of the most intimidating looking sections when you're watching, some of the crazy good runners. Is the climb section. So they're going to be shooting these space pirates to get through this room. To get out of the room, you got to shoot every single space pirate. You got to kill them all. Unfortunately, taking some damage there. Not going to be at full health. Probably going to want to get some health. So you want to wall jump all the way up here. Some people not necessarily as confident in their wall jumps, so they'll literally just take the platforms that they're on, which is also good. Like, it's whatever is consistent for you. Link Hero of Time definitely gonna want to get the full HP though before bound through. Solid Snake also not at full HP. Alright, get some wall jump tech in there. Link Hero of Time, the first out of the climb set. A pretty good parlor from both of them. I think Solid Snake actually gained some time on Link. And the main strat for bomb 3 is you pick up the bombs, and then when you try and leave, the door closes on you. Now you're stuck. What are you gonna do? But it's important to note that Link Hero of Time has full HP and Solid Snake doesn't. You wanna get bomb 3 to jump backwards without taking damage, because that means that the only missile drops you can you'll get will be missile drops. You see, he purposely didn't take damage, stood in just the right spot to get the jump back. Solid Snake not at full HP, so he has a mix of missiles and HP that he's getting as drops. And there you go. You skip a cycle of the fight if you're able to do the clean missile. Because you saw Solid Snake, the head blew off of Bomb Threezo. That's the cycle you'd skip if you were to do. You shoot 5 regular shots, 4 missiles, and then 7. 5 regular shots and then 7 missiles. But you stagger them because there's a small period of invincibility that Bomb Threezo has. A nice Alcatraz from Link Hero of Time. Yeah, and they're definitely both really close. Solid Snake not going to bother wasting too much time trying Alcatraz. One attempt and just says, you know what, let's just get out of here. Alcatraz saves about 10 seconds, so that's, that's Link Hero Time furthering his... And they're both going to be making their way down to Upper Bryn Star. We call it Green Bryn Star, and then there's a brief period where it's Pink Bryn Star, and then it's Red Bryn Star. Or Red Tower is usually what we call it as well. Because it's like a tower-like area. I know. I wonder how that works. But we're going to be seeing the first and only mock ball that's required in the run, in terms of what is the biggest sequence break of the game, which is early supers. So you see Link Hero Time landing that mock ball super clean, jumping up here. I think try to get the D boost there, no go, but getting the D boost only saves time. Going forward doesn't really lose time. Now we're gonna see Solid Snake go for it. Got good speed jumping in. Got to make sure you hold down. And here we go, nice mock ball from Solid Snake. Both of them getting it first try, no problems. And they get those early supers, which let you skip the Spore Spawn fight and just go straight to crate. But on the way, before they got to deal with crate, there's some other items they're going to be picking up. Namely, Charge Beam is probably the most important one out of anything. They're going to pick up a pack of supers, not supers, regular missiles as well. But Charge Beam is definitely the most important item that you pick up. For anyone who watches Randomizer, they know how important Charge Beam is to Super Metroid. Still pretty close though, they're both in the same room. And we're going to get a high five situation for sure, because Link Hero Time's got to go out from charge. And there's a high five. So there's going to be a mock ball that Link Hero of Time is likely going to go for here. Holding down. Mock ball. Got it. So this is really nice. It makes your hitbox small enough to get into that first jumper there. So you don't have to worry about taking damage from him or having to kill him. So it's like missing the jump, so gonna have to just do Charge Beam strats and shoot it. It is down to some RNG, as you can see. Got kind of a bad hot pattern and took damage from both of them, which is unfortunate. It's still gonna be okay. There's still definitely a lot of ways you can make up. There's the Sloater's refill at the bottom, if he so chooses. But Link Hero Time on with pretty good HP right now. Yeah, not gonna go for a yeah, Solid Snake also says, you know what, I feel confident, it's gonna be okay. And then they go going for Spazer, which is a nice beginner beam to get. It makes the damage on your beam one tier higher, and it also makes your beam a lot wider, so you don't have to worry about being as precise with your shots. You just kind of shoot a big old fat beam at them, and it's really fun, to be honest. Honestly, I really like the Spazer. It kind of makes certain strats harder, and it is unfortunately only a time waste. It's just for safety and comfort, but it is definitely worth getting if it gives you the comfort you need to get through certain areas. And it does improve certain room strats as well. While it makes some more difficult, it makes some rooms that much easier just because you have a big wide beam and it does more damage. So we're gonna see, normally you would need high jump boots to get through this area, to get up to where Kraid is, but with a nicely timed run and jump and a wall jump at that little thing there, you're able to get up here without the high jump boots. So you see Link Hero Time getting it pretty quick. Solid Snake gonna go for the jump. Could have probably wall jumped from that, but it's more comfortable, I guess, just trying to land on the platform. You don't even need to do the wall jump. If you shoot all three of those, you can actually just run and jump and land on the platform. Just like that, Solid Snake, right on cue. Solid Snake actually getting a super missile from one of the little bugs there, which is actually pretty helpful. Because you want 5 super missiles for this section. Because you have to use 1 super missile on the eye door, or at least for speed you do. Link Hero Time farming a little bit, wants to just be really comfortable with HP. Maybe actually just wants another missile pack even. But if Solid Snake doesn't go for this farm, or at least a little bit, he's a chance to make up some time here. Definitely gonna farm a little bit at least. But yeah, just wants 54 HP. It's avoiding the health bomb. But now, you know, that time spent farming for ammo and health has given Solid Snake a chance to make up a lot of time. They're both gonna be going for a Kraid quick kill here. So you see they're gonna shoot Kraid and aim to hit Kraid in the as like there's like 3 frames of Kraid's mouth opening. And if you hit in like the middle frame of it opening, his you see Solid Snake, he got the frame, he got 3 super missiles in. Link Hero Time also hit the frame, and hit it a little bit late, but Solid Snake actually now with a slight lead, got the DLC a little bit earlier, got that early access to the DLC. And now we're both getting the thing a little a little scary for Solid Snake. He's doesn't have a lot of HP, but he got through it. It's gonna be a health bomb, gonna get pretty much only health. Oh, not a health bomb. Yo, you proved me wrong. Prove me that I don't know what I'm talking. But now Solid Snake with a small lead, and Link Hero Time still working on this Kraid. Kraid could be an annoying fight. It's actually, you know, it's not super dangerous, but it is something that wastes a lot of your time, and Kraid can be particularly annoying. Yeah, not bothering to pick up any of the drops, knows that that was an unfortunate situation, wants to try and catch up as much as possible. So now Solid Snake taking his lead and running with it. We're going to see most likely the Kraid E-Tank picked up for extra safety. It's generally a good idea to pick up for your first sub. And even if you like, having all the E-Tanks doesn't stop you from getting sub 50. Like, there's been runners with 5 E-Tanks getting sub 50 and etc. Like, it's just all about what you choose to. So we got that nice health refill for Solid Snake. A little low on missiles, but it's going to be okay. These guys usually drop missiles. Boom. And basically is completely strapped for this next section. Now we're going to be heading down into Norfair. Missed the jump there, but actually wasn't really even going for the mock ball. Just wall jumped and corrected himself. So really good stuff from Solid Snake. So now we're going to see Solid Snake's going to pick up another E-Tank, high jump boots, and another missile tank. But the main thing to note about this is they're going to kill this guy here. And this is honestly one of the reasons like Spazer is so useful. Is normally when you don't have Spazer, you have to be crouching and have a charge shot or shoot a missile to kill that guy, but Spazer can kill him in one hit, and you can still be standing because the beam is wide enough that it just goes through, and so it's actually what makes that strat super easy as a result. So we're probably going to see Link Hero of Time get it as well. Yeah, you see the wideness of the beam, even though he was standing. Oh, Solid Snake skipping the missile tank. All right, that's gutsy. I mean, missiles are definitely useful to have. I definitely, like, there's no reason to really skip that unless you're really trying to cut down on ammo for some reason. But we'll see if it has an effect on him. It might make Fantoon a little bit harder with less missiles. But it will further the lead he has. Link Hero of Time picking up the missile pack. Solid Snake going through these rooms really well on his way to Bubble Mountain. So we're going to see Solid Snake run, get some speed, using the moonwalk to get himself in a nice position. Wall jump off of this and kill this. Boom. Not picking up the super. I don't know if I agree with that, but to be honest, there's a farming spot right up there, so realistically it's not going to make that much of a difference. You definitely want super missiles for this section. Yeah, going straight to the... So you're going to have one super coming out of speed, because you need one... Either you're going to use 5 missiles or 1 super to open this door. And you want at least 2 supers for the next section after you get speed. Yeah, and unfortunately Kojak one of the supers. Kojak just means you kind of whiffed. So we're going to definitely see a farming session from Solid Snake. Could be a potential for a Link Hero of Time to make up a little bit of a distance between the two. He might turn left. No, he's going to use just 5 regular missiles to open it. It's not a green door, so you don't need a super missile. It just super missiles open them in one shot. There's one. Just wants the one, huh? Okay. Nice deep. Oh, he's getting the second one there. That's actually pretty smart. I hadn't considered that, and that's all. Way to go, Solid Snake. I like that. That's cute. So now they'll be picking up Wave Beam as well. They want to make sure that these things specifically, they don't turn around while interacting with them. If you turn around, while Samus is turning around in midair, she can't be interrupted. And sometimes with platforms that would be okay. You'd still land on the platform and she would still like finish her turnaround animation and then land. But for those guys, they technically count as enemies for whatever reason. They don't deal damage, but they count as enemies. And Samus falls right through them because she cannot be interrupted. So it's one of those things where it's like you jump into the room and maybe you're like, oh, I went too far forward. Let me turn backwards to adjust my my position, and you turn in the middle of touching them, and then all of a sudden you're falling straight through. But Solid Snake having a clean wave pickup, a nice clean little exit from there, and now we're going to be leaving Norfair, making our way to Wreck Ship for the second boss of the run, Fantoon. Fantoon, definitely one of the hardest bosses to adapt to get used to. Also one of the heaviest RNG bosses in the game. And it's also the first time we're going to really see the use of a Shine Spark. And Shine Sparking can be one of the other hurdles that runners see themselves having trouble with when you're first... Accidental Shine Spark from Solid Snake there. Just kind of give you a teaser. Give you a little taste of what he's going to be doing later. Yeah, not a bad idea to shoot those fire throw guys. Because you saw a random missile drop there. That's definitely beneficial. You know, there's no such thing as having... In certain situations, you want health rather than ammo, and there's certain situations where that's flipped, where you're like, I want ammo instead of health. Like, I'm about to pick up an E-tank or something. Going back down the elevator, I'm not sure... Oh, he forgot iced. He forgot Ice Beam. You could pick up ice at any time, but I think he just had a small little brain fart. Yeah, and all of a sudden the runners are a little bit closer, just because of the elevator animation. No shine spark. Oh, we got one failed one there. But now all of a sudden, Link Hero Time. No, not quite in the lead, but they're basically holding hands. That's gonna be a mistake that Solid Snake's probably kicking himself for. It's gonna be okay. You know, it's one of those things. Just as time loss, you can still get through. It can still PB. But it definitely has shortened the gap between the two runners. All right, so no freezing any of these guys. So we're not going for the speedway. It looks like Link Hero Time is going for it. Oh, misses the mock ball. So you see what Solid Snake is doing is holding a charge shot and then doing bombs. And if you do it right under that, the bombs will bounce and blow it up every time. That's like the easiest way to do that. You can technically jump morph instantly and drop a bomb, but it's actually kind of tight, and it can be pretty frustrating to deal with. Both of them got ice now. They can safely get through Red Tower as easy as possible. Don't gotta worry about making any hero shots or anything like that. Just gonna use the ice beam to make the enemies into platforms. Interesting, he might still be going for Alpha Spark here. His health is a little low, but if Solid Snake is confident, then far be it from me to really deter him. Oh, let's make sure we don't soft lock. Okay, for if you fail a spark in that room, you can actually soft lock the game. And once again, they're holding hands. And there it is. The lead has changed yet again. You see Link Hero Time more confident in his ability to wall jump. Actually lets him get up a little bit quicker. Just a little. Man, they're like perfectly synced right now. This is super close. We're gonna see some D-boosts here from Solid Snake. D-boost standing for damage boost, of course, but in case you're unfamiliar with the terminology. The way damage boosting works is if you take damage and you're holding jump and you're facing like the opposite direction and you turn around in the middle, like immediately after taking damage, you're able to then Samus just kind of gets jettisoned in the other direction. So Link Hero Time falling in the plant twice. It's an unfortunate time loss. It happens to the best of us. But we see the power bomb pickup from both of them. Killing these little caterpillars. They pretty much only drop 5 health ever. But that 5 health, you know, there's 3 of them. You get 15 health out of it. It's better than having 15 less health. So it's one of those things you just kind of do because it makes you a little bit healthier for Phantoon. Anything can be the difference between life and death in terms of that boss. You see farming for supers, and when you're full on supers, then they drop a big health. Link Hero Time going for a safety save here, which can be pretty smart if you're not super confident in your Phantoon. Then you know, death here is something that you can lose a whole race off of it. Solid Snake going in with a lot less HP than a Link Hero of Time, so it's one of those things that if Link Hero of Time is not careful, he's gonna find himself in a sticky situation. But I have faith. I have faith in the runners. And there you see a small short charge and the shine spark. Skipping those missiles too. Has 15 missiles. You get a little stutter short charge there. Oh, going upwards instead. The horizontal shine spark can be kind of tough. You gotta spin jump, hit R, and then hit forward. There. So 86 HP. I imagine, unless he's very, very confident in his ability to Phantoon, we might see just a small farming session, at least to kill the two orbs on the bottom to get an extra 40 HP. So you're gonna have an even 126 going into the Phantoon fight. Or you could just go along and see if the flames drop your HP. I'm gonna kill a ghost. Gets a super from it. The 20. And the other 20. There it is. The 126 HP. Link Hero Time going for the short charge. And there's the Shine Spark. A lot healthier. 203 HP. And Phantoon RNG could cause another lead switch. We see Solid Snake turning off the beams. That means he's actually going to go for the X Factor strat. So the X Factor is a special beam combination. If you have a power bomb equipped and you have a single beam equipped then it uses a power bomb and does like a special beam attack. And so the wave one is 4 particles get spawned in an X pattern and converge on a single point. And you can have it so that all 4 of them hit Phantoon at the same time, dealing massive damage. Two missiles. And here we go. We got the charge. Here's a particle. Ooh, there we go. Nice X. Oh, we got a fast. Another fast. 2 missiles. 2 missiles. All right. He's got about 400 HP left, so it's one missile and 1 super will be the fight will be over for Solid Snake. We see Link Hero of Time. Phantoon open his eye. Where we got 2 missiles. And we see a small Doppler. Yeah, nice Doppler. Get some good damage there. Solid Snake with a clean kill. Link Hero of Time took a lot of damage from Phantoon there. Gonna have to be careful with their. And here we see Solid Snake turning back on his beams. He wants them for these upcoming sections. And 53 HP. Gotta be careful. You need to really be wary of Phantoon spawning right on top of you, just like that. 18 HP's real tight. At critical HP, can hopefully it's not a fast. There we go. Okay. When you're critical HP, the flames will almost always drop health, so you can kind of abuse that. If you bunch all the HP together, if you bunch a bunch of flames together and then shoot them all, you can get a bunch of HP back. See him back up to 63. Solid Snake making his way towards the other pack of supers we're gonna get. But I want to focus on Link Hero Time here because Phantoon is definitely far from dead and giving him some bad patterns too. Another Doppler. This is gonna be tight. Alright, he's probably 1 super away from dead. Right side. Oh, 3 HP. Oh, it's so close. Alright. The eye is open. He's disappeared. Not a fast pattern. Could be a mid. When Phantoon disappears, him appearing again is also based. It's like the same type of pattern. It's just he's invisible. And there we go. We see a kill from Link Hero Time. Really close fight. But he's still in the run. He's still in the game. This race is still going. They're still close enough that it's too hard to call. Now we're going to see an Attic strat from Solid Snake. Who's dropping a power bomb here. Going to shoot this guy. That was so close, yeah. And then just using the power of his beam combo to really just take care of the rest of them. To be honest, could just run through this room. Looks like they're going to go for a charge setup. Are they going to Shine Spark? Yeah, at this point, it might be better to just go through the room and just kill everything. Shine Spark. The echoes might kill him. Yep. when you crash into a wall, you create like these echoes that deal a lot of damage if they hit something, and so it usually just obliterates anything it touches. So Solid Snake getting to the attic, and then we're gonna see them make their way towards the gravity suit room. Normally you would have grapple beam for this because the game kind of wants you to have grapple beam to get to this place anyway, but you only need 90 health to get through the spike room safely. Link Hero Time a little bit low on ammo and HP, so spark strats a little bit riskier. You definitely want to make sure that whatever strat you're using leaves you with enough HP that you're going to be able to get to gravity suit. So we might see just a more a calm approach to the attic. And Solid Snake going bowling. Oh no, we're getting a Shine Spark. High enough. It got all of them. A really clean spark. Might farm a little bit. That's the other option. You could spark kill them all and then just farm for health so you have enough health. Right now he would if he took 0 damage coming up, he would live with 1 HP getting through the gravity suit room, which is it's a little spooky, a little tight. Might want to farm some HP. Oh, right now 21 HP. There's enemies in this room. They could drop health. Okay, we got an extra 10. They're not being kind. Solid Snake with the solid gravity time. And there we go. Jump again. And there it is. 36 HP. Gonna be okay though. There's plenty of ways to get that HP back up to a comfortable state. It's definitely on the low side though, so there probably will be some farming. Solid Snake, on the other hand, good HP value, really good ammo count. Honestly, probably doesn't need to do much farming. Might kill the cack attacks for some extra HP. Kill these guys just to see what they drop. Might kill these crabs. Like, honestly, they can kind of just hold forward and see what the future holds. But they don't have to really stop for too much and make sure they, you know, farm like, oh, I need this many supers. He's got the max amount of supers and he's maxed out on everything else now too. Just he needs HP. Yeah, so he's just killing some cack attacks for HP. When you're full on supers, they pretty much only drop big health drops. The big health drop. And these things in this room give lots of HP drops too. Yeah, they're pretty close. It's the lead has changed hands several times, Mellow. Solid Snake gained a lot of time having a bit of a cleaner Fantoon than Link Hero Time, but it's still close enough. It's hard to say who's gonna win this one. Oh, getting grabbed by that boy. Getting 5 health for his troubles. Could go for a refill here. No, definitely healthy enough that I agree. Link Hero Time just could, instead of farming, just get the refill at the bottom. Because honestly, that's not a bad idea. They just need to live till they get there. Nothing deals really too much damage when you have the gravity suit at this point. So even if they deboosted off of everything, they would probably still live. Despite all the things. They're probably going to kill these guys. Just for the 2 supers, and then just get through this room as cleanly as they can. Nice deboost there. Yeah, I see. Got still a bunch of health. Yeah, so he's waiting for a bug to show up to kill, but since you had already killed him, if you don't actually pick up what they drop, the bug won't spawn until you pick up the drop. So while that big health drop was there, nothing was going to show up. Because that's the only bug that shows up, is that one bug from the right on that particular plant. So I almost for sure think there has to be a refill happening. Yeah, he's selecting supers, going for the refill. Very, very smart. Solid Snake messing up some Shine Spark. Just has to hit down, hit R, and then get the diagonal Shine Spark. Here we go. So gonna be making his way towards Batoon. Batoon is an annoying fight. Mostly just because Batoon's like only hurtable aspect of him is his head, and he's just got like he just moves in random patterns and has a bunch of dumb body parts that eat up all your missiles and shots and stuff, and it's real dumb and stupid and dumb, and I hate him. Ooh, Solid Snake having a rough time with these wall jumps. This definitely giving Link Hero Time a chance to come back. There's the speed. Has a Shine Spark stored. Not going to be actually useful. If they accidentally Shine Spark, that's actually a health trap. Oh, going for an X Factor strat. Okay. Doing the pause in this room, there's normally an audio cue for this X Factor. But doing the pause in the room ruins the audio cue, so it's very interesting. Got 1 particle to hit. Got 2 particles to hit. Okay, not bad. And now we're just going to be blasting supers. Alright, a couple supers eaten by the body. Yeah, went back in the hole. Oh, just right in front of you. Hello. At this point, just needs to hit with probably 2 charge shots, maybe 2 more. But if Link Hero Time has a cleaner Batoon than this is definitely their chance to make up a lot of time. Oh, Link Hero Time definitely going to pick up some extra supers and some missiles. That's for added safety on not only Batoon, but Dragon. So it is a time loss right now, but having the ammo could prove extremely effective for them later. And you see Solid Snake killing those things, hoping for some super missile drops. Unfortunately, those guys don't really like to drop supers. That's not their jam. So we're going to get an anti-slaughter's likely a spark situation here. Hold the spark, wait for them to show up, spark it up. Unfortunately, did a diagonal spark. That's not the spark you want to do. It's okay, though. You can just get it in the sand, get real comfortable. One of the supers is really far down there. That's real unfortunate. Yeah, it's also safety for Mother Brain as well. Yeah, 7 supers, definitely comfy enough. You might be tempted to get that. Oh, he's just trying to get the short charge. So we're going to be looking at a halfy attempt here. Oh, just wants to shine spark up to the top. That makes sense. Solid Snake having some trouble with the wall jumps earlier, so in lieu of going for like some type of halfy setup or anything like that, instead knows, listen, wall jumps might not be my strongest aspect, but I can just shine spark up here and no problems anymore. I don't got a wall jump. Link Hero Time having a rough Batoon. That beam combo does help. Get it? But they have super good ammo now as a result because of the beam combo. They can kind of just run right through this area. Don't necessarily even have to worry about farming. They might still do it, but if they chose not to, it would not be a bad play. Solid Snake approaching Dragon. Solid Snake has shown the capacity to do stuttered short charge. So I imagine, you know, if we might get an X Factor setup, or at least some shine spark kill attempts. Killing the turrets, you definitely don't want those in the way. They kind of ruin everything. Yeah, he's got the power bombs equipped. He's gonna use these little babies as a visual cue. Oh, misses the short charge. Goes upwards. Still okay. Not a problem. Dragon actually being kind of rude. There's the goop phase. Goes upwards again. Horizontal shine sparks in the middle of a boss fight are really, really tough to do. And I don't... It's like, no matter what tier runner you are, you're probably still going to get vertical shine sparks by accident on this fight. It's an intense fight. It's not an easy strat to do. But we still got ammo. We're gonna shoot him with some supers. Shoot her, I should say. I'm sorry. But Link, Hero of Time, now entering the fight. Definitely a lot more comfortable ammo-wise. Actually, is so comfortable with ammo. Is gonna use supers on the turrets. Yeah, get me, Mellow. Shine sparked a little bit too early. We got the goop phase. We have 2 missiles on deck. Link Hero Time with a Shine Spark short charge on deck. Nice Shine Spark on the first one. Yo, yeah, I am talking about the Dr. Dre. Oh, unfortunately getting grabbed there. Solid Snake still a bit of a ways from killing Dragon. Dragon real mad that you shot supers into her belly. There's a little X Factor, one of the particles hits. Oh no, another goop hitting Link Hero of Time. You might be able to have it wear off. Yeah, nice adaptation there. The goop doesn't stay forever. You can actually, over time, just have it wear. And here we go, 9 super missiles straight into the belly. $18 health for Solid Snake. This is real spooky. There it is, a death. Oh no. And I don't think he saved before Dragon. And yeah, that's a forfeit from Solid Snake in the SRL channel. That's real unfortunate to see. Yeah, apparently Solid Snake got cat aggro during the fight, which is definitely not like one of the least convenient fights to get cat aggro during. That's real unfortunate. So all Link Hero Time has to do is finish up this run. Ooh, I think Link Hero Time has his microphone. Someone might wanna let him know. I was about to do that, Mello. You steal my thunder right now. It was definitely a really good attempt from Solid Snake. He had the lead. He definitely was playing very well, in my opinion. But listen, sometimes if it's not Super Metroid RNG that's getting you, it's real life RNG that's getting you. Cat RNG, unbeatable. What are you supposed to do? I definitely am expecting great things from some Solid Snake in the future. That sub hour definitely in their future. I don't got a doubt in my mind about it. But Link Hero Time, gonna keep going forward. Gonna keep chugging through. Using that little pancake dude as a platform is nice. Don't gotta worry about timing your space jumps. Oh no. Some clean wall jumps to get through this sort of vertical shaft to. Oh, using a super. Yo, I don't like these guys specifically. Shoot the super at the. I hate the top guy. That's my least favorite one. And you just gotta kill these pirates to get out of the room. The room's locked otherwise. I definitely agree, Mello. I think both of them are gonna sub hour and beyond. To be honest, you know, you watch the runners in this tournament, like, you know, it's always everyone starts at a certain spot, and you always see the improvement. And I'm seeing the improvement like all the time with every single runner, and so it's like there's not a doubt in my mind of the level of play I'm seeing. Definitely sub hour potential. Some really good short charges from Solid Snake, and Link Hero Time was getting short charges too. Really a good opening spark for Link on the Dragon fight. Like, they're definitely both playing at a good level, and you can tell that they've put in the time. Gonna let go of that charge shot. Misses the jump. Solid Snake gonna be featured on the right, doing some probably Dragon practice. But a forfeit is still a forfeit, so all Link Hero of Time has to do is finish the race. Yeah, it's Snake's Revenge, baby. That's the name of. Do you guys get it? It's the name of the game, of one of the Metal Gear Solid games. Not the Metal Gear Solid. I think it's just Metal Gear. I think Metal Gear 2 is Snake's Revenge. Yeah, I did it. I made it mega awkward. The best thing you could possibly do. Link Hero Time farming here. Probably looking for supers, to be honest. Yeah, they want them supers. If they have ice beams, so to be honest, the best spot to farm actually is on the way to the Ridley area. If they're taking the save point route, there's a room that is really easily accessible that has the 5 bugs that spawn, and it's a super good farming room if you are in need of farming. Yeah, they're taking the frog speedway route, despite the fact that I don't see no frogs. Everyone calls it frog speedway. Where are the frogs at? Oh wait, those are the frogs. That's why it's frog speedway. I'm the dumbest person of all time. I'm literally the dumbest human being of all time. They're right there. I thought you meant like in the lava section it was frogs. That room he just passed, that middle room, that's a great farming. I thought you meant this room. I'm like, there's no frogs in this room. Why is it called Frog Speedway? But no, it's the other room with the frogs. Yo, shut up, Seppi. I don't want to hear it, dude. I don't want to hear it. Yo, dude, I didn't make the connection that they're frogs. They don't look like frogs. They just hop around like frogs. You know, like frogs do. Therefore, there's no way they're like frogs. Take your time. Probably going to do a charge shot here. Or they're just going to avoid it. A charge shot, so if you do a pseudo screw, ooh, man, let's go with their shot. But they're in the right spot, so they don't got to worry. If you hold your charge shot there, you're in a pseudo screw state. What that means is there's an upgrade called screw attack, which makes you kill things if you spin jump into them. But if you're charging a shot, you're in a pseudo screw, which is the next thing you do touch would be dealt the damage of your beam combo. But it also makes you invulnerable to projectiles. So yeah, this is my start hocus. This is equivalent to start hocus. There's no coming back from this. So link hero time. Doing a charge shot. Probably gonna jump and shoot here. Oh no. Hoping to actually kill. So killing those pirates reduces the lag on that power bomb. Even if you kill one, it's still a lag reduction. So it's worth going for if you can get it quick enough. Ooh, we got some spicy stuff happening on Solid Snake screen. I know we got link hero time going through the pillars room, but I don't know what's going on with the pallet over there. And this is the commonly called worst room in the game. Just gonna kill the pirates. It's definitely the safest way to go about it. You do a charge shot and you let the plasma beam. Since the plasma beam pierces, it can hit them twice in one shot. It's such an incredibly long beam that it often hits twice. And here we're gonna kill this guy too. You can technically do a wall jump and morph and make it just right above him. But it can be kind of tight, and if you're really trying to make sure you're as healthy as possible for Ridley, it's definitely worth being safe. I'm gonna jump over him. Yeah, took the 50 damage. Taking the 50 damage here and not the other guy. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Probably gonna kill these key hunters here. Oh no! Tries to use the small amount of iframes you get from shooting them. There it is. Oh, misses at that time. Gonna save here. Really good idea. Very scary lower Norfair. But definitely gonna get a lot of this health back and stuff from the from like the Kung Fu pirates. I actually don't like the metal pirates. I don't know what the actual name of them is. I just call them the Kung Fu pirates because they do Kung Fu. Call them Matrix pirates, so you can do Kung Fu. Little damage boost there. If you just hold left into that room, the fire will knock you straight into the little pathway. Solid Snake screen, definitely real interesting. Just keeps getting more messed up. So the pirates in this room definitely give a lot of drops. They give like 6 whole things, or it's like 4 to 6 things, but you gotta make sure you don't take too much damage. So they're gonna do a flip. You do cool flips, and then they're vulnerable to a charge shot. You see, well, they turn whatever color they turn. I imagine it's gold or something like that. I can't tell because I'm colorblind, so it could be literally any color. It could be green, it could be gold, it could be some weird beige. Like, I don't know, man. But definitely got a lot of health back, a lot comfier right now for Link. And gonna farm a little bit. Wants a little bit of extra health. Not a bad idea. Definitely very smart to do it this way. This ensures that the bugs spawn at the exact same time. Don't gotta worry about them spawning at different rates because they spawn at the rate that you pick up the power up. Like I said, if you kill any of these bugs and don't pick up the power up, another bug can't spawn in its place until you pick up the power up. So we're gonna be doing 20 charge shots on Ridley. This first one's a freebie. Everything after that is pretty much earned. Second one's kind of free, but even that one you can kind of mess up sometimes. So yeah, we're at 2. You can even hear Link counting it. That's 3, 4, 5. who can count along with me. Oh, that missed. Gotta be cognizant of which ones hit and which ones bonk against Ridley's dumb tail. Ridley's tail generally likes to, because the beam is so wide, can get in the way of the charge shots quite often. And there's a swoop pattern. 294 HP, definitely still doing okay. Yeah, the big girthy tail. Another way, you can count to 20 if you're unable to keep track of, like, oh, I don't know what count I'm on anymore. You'll know you're at 11 as soon as Ridley turns a little bit more red, which for colorblind people like me is the worst possible thing. But you know what? It is what it is. Shooting supers, we're doing some new route strats. Not a bad idea. Supers do shoot at a faster rate. They do a little bit less damage. They do 600 damage as opposed to 900, and that's a death to Ridley. But he did save beforehand, and all he has to do is go back, fight him again. He for sure was dead, though. Like, that for sure Ridley was dead. If you run this game, you're going to die with Ridley trying to pick you up. It's real unfortunate. It's just one of those things that happens. You'll be on PB pace and everything. And you're like, hey, I killed him. I'm gonna win. And then he goes to pick you up, and his tail smacks you on the way down. And then you die. And you're like, cool. Thanks, I hate it. So probably gonna see another farm session. Gonna kill these pirates again. They're gonna give a lot of drops. That's generally their. Yeah, 2 supers, ton of health. There we go. We get our farming session again. Once again, I'm gonna jump up, shoot them at the same time, pick up the. Oh, now it's a little mistimed. You see, they're not safe. Threw them all out of whack, and then now they're resynced. Got them. Now they're best friends again, reuniting their timing and friendship. So full HP, 499. Literally cannot be any healthier. This time for sure. First one's a freebie, second one's pretty free. There it is. That's 2. That's 3. And you see some nice Ridley manip there. Jumping up like that when he's pogoing, like facing right. If you go under and then jump up a little bit, you can manip Ridley to pogo facing left, and there's a sweet spot you can stand in and just unload. And you see Link using that spot right there. He's about to swoop down again, though. He's done pogoing. Pogo time is over. Just doesn't feel like it anymore. It's one of those things about Ridley. Sometimes Ridley just wants to pogo up and down. You can manip Ridley to kind of pogo a little bit more with some jumps here and there. Not far enough left. That's why he got grabbed. But definitely in the second phase of the fight, Ridley's red. 223 HP. We're still doing good. Fight's still looking okay. Got grabbed. It's okay. We're going to be just fine. Oh, here we go. We're going to get a pogo. And shooting the supers. He's for sure dead after these supers. There's no way he's not dead. Yeah, there's it. That swooping pattern tells me Ridley is dead. Dunzo. He is out of here. And definitely expecting a Ridley E-tank. Yeah, of course. Clink, clink, clink. Celebrate with the drink for Link. I like it. Seffi just casually promoting alcoholism in the chat. You know, He's the tournament organizer. Don't worry about that. Just everyone drink up with Seffi. So the escape from Lower Norfair, generally also one of the scariest parts. Really, E-Tank makes that a lot less scary. But you got to make your way through these guys. Everything pretty much deals 50, and it sucks.
Oh, what a...
Oh no! Oh no! It's stuck in the lava. It's getting crushed.
God,
All right, we're still
intentional what I'm doing.
we're still okay.
Come on.
All right, so these key hunters always a point of annoyance. It's very possible that we might even see a save from Link. No, it's choosing to skip it. It's okay. I would recommend killing these guys. Yeah, they're bunched up like that. Just get under them, shoot a charge shot. It'll hit twice usually. If not, they just need 2 to die anyway. Definitely agree with the choice to kill them. There's pretty much like once they're bunched up in that little hole like that, they're just in beast mode. They just want to get at you, and they don't move, and there's really like no opening. All right, and the last set of key hunters that we call the 3 musketeers, definitely the most annoying to get through. If you see runners doing the new route, this is the scariest bunch of key hunters for sure. And opting to kill them, yeah. You shoot a charge shot upwards, your beam hits them twice because plasma is a real good beam. Yeah, take the hit, just deboost right through. It's gonna be okay. Perfect. We're out of Lower Norfair. The danger is over. Now we just gotta make our way to the golden statue room, the gold 4. Got a power bomb drop from something, so I guess you use a power bomb here instead of having to use regular bombs. You want a power bomb for escaping from Bubble Mountain easier. But getting a power bomb by chance, just, you know, sometimes you get that good luck. And this is the power bomb in question. This spot right here, that can only be power bomb. And gonna be making their way through Frog Speedway with these frogs, which I didn't realize were frog-like in any way. What with the fact that they hop like frogs and are basically frog-like in every capacity. But hey, why is it called Frog Speedway? Daniel RGT 2019. Your boy Borlax not understanding how frogs work. Yeah, not bothering to kill anything. Just either gonna recharge on the ship, in my opinion, or really just let it be down to Metroid drops, which either one is I think a pretty good idea. They might do a small bug farm. There's right past the fish, the Seffi fish. That's garbage. Yeah, they're pretty grasshopper like as well. I just never, like, for some reason my brain kept thinking of the room with like the lava grimers or whatever, the lava mucks. I call them lava mucks. They just look like muck from, because I'm Borlax. I can lift 10 Pokemon. Garbage? Any fish love? No, not even acknowledging the fish. Not even giving it the time of day. Seffi's probably still happy because it gets to live. Yeah, short farming session there. Just get a little bit extra HP. Maybe extra super too. Be interesting if they do take the ship refill though. Nice mock ball. Nice mock ball. Clean. Yeah, it's inappropriate. Ship refill. So they're just going to rely on Metroid drops, which is, I think, okay, in my opinion. They have a lot of extra ammo as well. They picked up an extra set of missiles in Meridia and an extra set of supers. So, to be honest, like, the Metroid drops are something they don't necessarily, like, unless they're cosmically bad, then we're not going to have an issue at Mother Brain. Because we got 25 missiles, 15 supers. You only need 15 missiles and 6 supers. Might be even less than that. I think it's 15 and 6. Might be 15 and 7. As long as you don't miss them, you know. So we just gotta wait for these statues to go down. And thus begins the end game. So Turian's pretty straightforward. Gonna freeze the Metroids, kill them with a super. Or if you want to save on a super, you shoot 5 missiles into them. Hope they drop a bunch of super missiles. It's generally one of the things you have to make as just a split-second decision. How am I doing on ammo? Do I gotta use missiles or can I just use a super? Can just use a super, gets no supers in return. A lot of health from that. Super count's looking a little sketchy. There we go. We got some supers back. Oh no. Okay, so I would elect to use missiles on these guys. And Link agrees. Got 1 super. Not the best, but could have done a lot worse. Could have gotten no supers. You're gonna pick them all up at once and freeze them. Yeah. So you get a bomb to roll. You lay a bomb down. You roll over it. Fortunately, is rolling too clean onto them. Oh no, didn't get the freeze. There we go. We got the freeze. There we go. We got 8 supers now. We're looking a lot better. HP is not really too much of a factor here. It just means that they can't do baby skip. If he happens to know how to do baby skip. There we go, 10 supers. So it's like he has 15 supers as a capacity, but 10 supers is generally what you have anyway when you don't pick up an extra pack of supers. So we're still looking good for Link Hero Time. It still has an extra 25 missiles, which is still valuable. It's essentially the equivalent of almost, it's like what, 1 2/3 supers. Taking some damage to make sure that this baby Metroid gets him to critical HP that much fast. No baby skips right now. Not a problem. And facing to the right, save some frames. But was it worth it? So we get the energy refill here. I expect a save from Link just because he's been making safety saves all around. It's definitely paid off. It's come in handy quite often. I'd expect no less, especially in a situation where all Link has to do is finish the race and it's a W on the board. Alright, and the main thing here is going to be getting Zebetite skip. We're going to save, but Zebetite skip is something that can be kind of difficult to grasp when you're first learning. It's one of the hardest tricks, I would say, to learn because it doesn't seem intuitive, and there's not too many good explanations out there. So like why it works once you like figure it out, you get it forever. But basically, you need to take damage and then spin jump onto the frozen Rinka. That frozen Rinka is embedded into the wall. Are they doing the down back method into it? They might have learned the harder method, which is the down back method into it, which is not easy to do. It's one of those things where sometimes you just happen to learn a different strat. But what happens is that you shrink your hitbox enough that you kind of clip through the wall, and then you're able to clip through the Zebetite. And so that's like the concept behind this down back is when Samus is aiming straight down, her hitbox becomes significantly smaller, and as a result, she's able to clip a little bit through the wall and land just on top of that frozen Rinka, and then that's right there, perfect. First try every time. But just gonna have to be careful. Mother Brain lost 100 HP for that. Still has enough. You only need 300 HP to survive Rainbow Beam. Gonna be very careful with these shots. Gotta make sure they all hit. There we go. Now we're on to phase 2. 20 charge shots, just like Ridley. Main things to watch out for. You gotta watch out for those onion rings that Mother Brain shoots out her mouth, and you definitely gotta watch out for the cat. These are all hard things that make no sense to describe if you haven't seen them before, but catch-up essentially is just a series of explosions that Mother Brain shoots out of her big dumb hand. That's 3. In general, like these first 5 are freebies, and then what Mother Brain does is RNG from there. So nice dodge on the onion rings, dropping a little bomb on the ground, gonna be okay. Well dodged from Link. That was good stuff. And that's the catch-up right there. That's the main thing you got to worry about. Dodging the second one. And this next charge shot should be it. There it is. And taking a little bit extra damage just to speed up, make sure Mother Brain doesn't take extra time to knock him down to even further HP. If you're not quite at low enough HP, Mother Brain will take the time to step forward and be like, hey, you're not quite dead enough, idiot. Oh, like this. Yeah. And then your boy. It's your boy, Baby Metroid. He back. But nice Mother Brain fight from Link. Just gotta close it up. Phase 3. Easy peasy. And then it's just the escape sequence from there. Unfortunately, not a PB from Link. Their PB is a 104 flat, but with a death to Ridley, it can be tough. It's definitely tough to PB with a death to a boss, and especially when you're so close to sub-hour. Definitely has played very well though. It's played very calculated and smart, and honestly, very impressed with the level of play.
Oh, I might want to type that in.
Swagging out on Mother Brain, just standing still, saying I don't even need to shoot in. I can just stand here, just look at you. You ain't nothing.
Come on.
Mother Brain being a little clingy. Doesn't want to go. Doesn't want her baby to leave the nest. Says stay. Said don't leave me.
Spark up the climb is honestly the more important one. Well, that spark so little health, I would be shocked.
Yeah, Mother Brain 3 did a number on Link. You can hear Link deliberating on whether he wants to do both sparks. So he's gonna be doing this spark. Yeah, he's at his mic up. It's okay. Yeah, not that much health for that first spark. Honestly, I think has enough health for the climb spark as well. As long as you don't really take any damage from these pirates, I think there's enough health for both of them. And like worst case, a shine spark can't kill you. If you get to critical health while doing a shine spark, then Samus just stops and is like, "Well, I don't have any more health, so I'm done. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that no more." But there we go. Like I said, definitely enough health for it, and the steam doesn't do any damage, so there's really nothing that is uh, could be any danger to Link to finish. Just got to get through Parlor, and you got to get into the ship, and then type dot. Oh, we saving these animals! Oh hell yeah, let's go! Get them, Link. Get them. Save. Yes. I see some people upset about it. That's my fate. Get them. Get them, Link. Show them. Show them that Metroid Fusion is aight. We got it. We did it. Link finishing with an official SRL time of 1:11:51. So Link Hero of Time 64 is your winner for this race. A hard-fought race by Solid Snake, but unfortunately Dragon had other words. Also, Solid Snake's cat had other words. Very, very unfortunate that a Solid Snake pulled cat aggro. Definitely was playing very well. Link also was playing very, very well. Had a death to Ridley, but made the smart choice, made a save before the Ridley fight, and definitely paid off because allowed him to finish, with the W. So congratulations to Link Hero Time. I have no clue if he wants to a small interview. It looks like he is. Hey, Link.
Eh,
Good job in the race. Congratulations on your win.
yeah, thanks. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like this. I don't know. I just made so many mistakes this run.
Yeah, it happens. Races are particularly tough because they're just so unforgiving. Especially with like the nature of speedrunning, it's just like, well, if it's not going well, I can just reset. But a race is, one and done. You gotta hope that the RNG's in your favor. You gotta hope that your hands are gonna listen to what your brain wants to tell it. Honestly, I think you played really solid throughout the entire race. There was a bit of the biggest snafu I would say was probably like the Kraid time loss that happened. Getting that extra Kraid DLC. But everything else was just sort of like, you got bad RNG here and there. And honestly, the Ridley death was dead. You killed Ridley. You did enough damage to kill Ridley. But Ridley was just like, nah, I'm gonna smack you with my tail. Which is always like, that's the classic. That's the classic Super Metroid, which is, I did everything I needed to do. And Ridley was like, I still want to kill you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. When I died to Ridley, I'm like, yeah, I knew I had gotten the last shot in, and then Ridley just trolled me. But yeah, it was basically like, I don't know. I took, the Kraid fight just being a disaster. I don't know, kind of tilted me for a good part of the run, and and then I just like, I don't know, I think I like missed every single pattern on Fantoon, and then even I got grabbed twice by Dragon. Yeah, and then even in like Norfair, like there was a couple times when like I was there were a few times when I was well, no, even before Creed, like I was trying to farm, I just needed a one missile drop, and it just gave me like 6 health drops in a row.
Yeah.
Like I literally got full health off of it. It's like of all the times that I've wanted health there, this is the time I need missiles.
Yeah, it's you had a pretty good lead up until that point. You're probably 15, 20 seconds ahead, and then that farm just not dropping missiles even for like that whole time. Let Solid Snake catch up. It was it was definitely frustrating from a runner standpoint because you're like I've been there, like I know what's going on. Like he wants missiles, he wants them so bad, and the game is just like, what are missiles? What does that mean? But like that those things outside of your control, and honestly, I think you still played really well. You're doing like some really clean mock balls, which are super sick, and you have really clean wall jumping as well. So I honestly think that's like you have all the parts to put together, and like I see it coming together, and I see it clicking that much more. I think you played really well. I think sometimes the game gave you the short end of the stick. That's the nature of the game. It is how it be. But win's a win either way. You could be unhappy. You could just start focusing on practicing on the stuff you want. But I think you played really well, and I think the viewers agree.
Yeah, so yeah, I know. I don't mean to be overly negative. It's just always frustrating to basically be like plus almost 8 minutes at the end of the run. But yeah, definitely GG to Solid Snake. It's unfortunate that he took that death to Dragon. But yeah, he definitely played a really good race up to that point because, like, pretty much from Kraid forward, he was ahead of me. And yeah.
He was ahead, but you guys were actually holding hands for a good portion there. It was a super close race. The biggest difference I say was probably Fantoon, which like you mentioned, your Fantoon fight went a little bit less than ideal. But Fantoon is I think the hardest boss in the game, but B is just like it's just a huge time swing for depending on what patterns you get and stuff like that. It's like you got not only did you get slow patterns during like when the eye was closed phase. When he disappeared, he gave you slow patterns again. So it's like you got like the worst RG for Fantoon like every single time.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, it's like, well, I hopefully got all the bad RNG out of the system in this run, so
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think next week come back strong, get that sub hour. I think you're playing at a sub hour level easily, in my opinion.
yeah. So, yeah.
Do you have any final words that you'd like to leave the viewers off before we?
Just again, GG to Solid Snake. Thank you for commentating. Thanks to Sephi and the team for putting on this tournament. And yeah, see you next mission.
Yes, thank you, and thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting us as always. Thank you for the tech people who are helping along. And if you're not following Link and you're not following Solid Snake, then give them a follow. My name is Daniel RGT. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all being here. I don't know what's coming next, but it looks like there's people in setup, so there's something. But for me, right now, we'll be signing off. Thank you, everyone, and have a good